How you doing, folks? Welcome back for episode number 2. We're cooking with the two bald Dyslexic chefs. Well, I'm not a chef. Nick's the chef. I'm his trainee commie. I'm his trainee commie. So how you doing, Nick?
I'm fine, and I'd just like to say how very smart you look today. Love the hat.
Well, you know what it is? There's an awful lot of salespeople suffer very badly from anxiety. And what I say to salespeople, and my anxiety is worse than ever. I don't know whether it's my age or what. I say to people, if you're going into a company and you suffer from anxiety and you're worried about doing a cold call, wear a jumper with your name on it or wear a jacket with your company name on it. It gives you some confidence because then suddenly people know who you are. So yes. I'm wearing the hat because I'm in my chef mode now. I don't have one of the fancy white hats.
I'm wearing my chef whites.
See, I know you exactly have your what whites. You mean. You have your whites, and I don't know what about you, but it says it feels like -7 outside at the moment here. What's it like up your way?
Yeah, about -7 as well. It's pretty cold. I've got the door partially open because the oven's on. My sister spoke to me yesterday, and I was telling her all about this new podcast, which she was really interested in. And I was telling her about you, Mark, and she goes, "Oh, you love an Irishman, don't you?" Because her husband's also Irish. And yes, she's actually quite right. So, Mark, I'm sending you all the love.
All the love back. All the love back. Now, folks, a lot of the recipes are coming from Nick's book. And as you know, every week, I find it very hard to say this. Deliciously Dyslexic. I got it right. I've been practicing. Right?
I always do.
So this is a fantastic book. And a lot of the recipes coming here, we have, and all the photographs. So that's available on Amazon. If you want the followers every week they're doing the recipes, the majority of them will come from this, and anyone that doesn't will put the stuff up. But buy this, especially for Christmas, folks. And the other thing that you can buy is my books. It's for children who are neurodiverse, The Umbrella Girls and the Tree People. So that's out episode 1, 2, and 3. And like Nick's, we're on Amazon, and it's easy to read, easy to follow, and the same as Nick's. The lettering is well spaced out. Very good for if you're dyslexic. Nick's is fantastic if you're dyslexic because of all the pictures and the way the words are spaced and all that. It's very easy to follow. So it's a fantastic book.
Of course, Mark, we've always got to let people know because they think a dyslexic book is just for dyslexics. Well, it's not. It's all everyone. Inclusive.
Yeah. And it's more, and so is mine. And it's important to say, we're saying dyslexic people because we want to make sure that it encompasses everyone who's neurotypical, neurodiverse. Anyone can buy this book. Anyone. And no matter what age you are. Like, this would be great for young children and it'd be great for adults and for mum and dad for Christmas. The whole lot.
Absolutely. And anyone who likes photography. But and also, of course, our books are fantastic for people that are hard of sight. So yes. if their eyesight isn't that good, the lettering's much clearer.
It is, yeah, absolutely. So, Nick, you already have. So we're kicking off, I think, with Yorkshire pudding with sausages and blankets. Now,
pigs.
I made my own.
I didn't want to say this, Mark, but you do have a large sausage there.
I do. I forward them, Nick. I forward them. So, yeah.
Well, I have heard this about Irishmen. Mine are a little smaller.
Just to say to anybody, you'll also see a pot bubbling away here. This is for my son's birthday is on Saturday, and my wife won't be here, so we're having a dinner for him tonight. And Amory's doing his favorite, which is spaghetti meatballs. So the sauce, Amory's sauce, will be going all day, getting better and better and better, and then the meatballs will be added to it. The meatballs are made already. They'll be added now in a few hours to the sauce. So if you see that's there, that's not my creation. It's not Nick's. It's not in the book yet, but it might be.
For those that don't know, Mark's in Dublin. I'm over in Brighton, and I can actually smell those meatballs from over here. They're fantastic.
Do you know the worst thing about this? These are fantastic. But I'm allergic to beef.
Oh.
I'm allergic to red meat. It happened about 25 years ago. So I can still taste those meatballs from 25 years ago. They're that good. They're that good.
Fantastic.
So what we doing, Nick?
Well, we're going to start off with our pigs in Yorks, I suppose we should call them. They're Yorkshire puddings, which we're going to do ourselves and hope they turn out. Sometimes mine come out of the mould looking like aliens, but we're going to drop a pig in blankets into the middle of the Yorkshire puddings. The most important thing we can do right now is your oven on, Mark.
Yeah, the oven's on. Yeah.
Lovely. And the temperature, 200 for a fan?
Yes, it's on 200, yes.
Fantastic. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our oil into our moulds, our Yorkshire pudding moulds. And here we are. There they are. I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, and I think you've got about the same as well.
Yeah.
Now, some people like to put a real ½ centimetre almost of oil in their Yorkshire puddings, but we're not going to do that today. All we're going to do is line the bottom of each mould, of each little section, with a splash of oil. I've got mine in this little tiny
that's very clever.
dispenser.
Is that a chefy thing?
I'm sorry, it's a chef thing, yeah.
And tell me, can people use these?
What is it? Peanut butter?
Bun cases. Can you make them in bun cases?
Yes.
I said I'd ask the question for the people out there looking in.
The temperature's really high. The oil's really high. I think you're better off in a tin, but I'll give it a go if those cases can withstand high temperature.
Well, I was going to put the cases into the tin.
Okay, let's do it for some of them, Mark, and for some of them don't.
Right, so
and then we'll find out.
Right, so I have four sausages here. How many are we doing?
Chop those sausages in half, Mark. I think they're too big to go in unless they're going to stick right out the top.
Right, so we're going to go 8. And then you want me to do a little bit of this on each of the other ones.
Mark, one thing before you do this, if you could chop the sausages first and just stick them in the oven to warm up, because what we don't want to do is put cold sausages on top of a Yorkshire pudding, which we're hoping is going to grow out of the mould and look fantastic. So
right, okay.
Chop them in half and just pop them in the oven until we're ready.
Okay, I'll put them in.
Lovely. Because when you put something cold onto something which is supposed to be really hot, you will end up with a Yorkshire pancake rather than a Yorkshire pudding. We don't want that.
Right, okay. Right, that's gone in. So I'll put a piece of oil, a little bit of oil in each one.
Yep, and I'm doing the same thing. We just want to splash. So cover the bottom of that mould. Don't put any more in because sometimes that oil tends to clag with the Yorkshire pudding mixture and it doesn't really work out too well.
Right, okay, gotcha. Right, so that's done.
Amazingly, just in this orange bowl over here, I've already measured out my flour. 100 grams of flour.
In football terms, that's cheating. So I have my bowl going on top here. Oh, a second now.
Sorry about the cheating. Sorry, guys. I do cheat a bit because I feel like my camera's going mad, but I feel like I should try and cheat a bit because I'm a chef.
How much plain flour?
It's plain flour. No more.
How much?
We're just going to 100 grams. We're just going to have that go in, get measured, and you're measuring it into a big bowl, which is great. I'm going to pour mine into my big bowl, my favorite heavy big bowl.
Okay, give me a sec.
Give it a bit of a shake round, pop it down.
Yeah, 100 grams, okay. Right, 100 grams.
Brilliant. 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Sorry, guys, I've cheated again and measured it out already.
No problem.
Straight into your flour.
A teaspoon of salt, okay.
Yeah. You can give that a bit of a mix. round and round and round. And then what we're going to do is make a bit of a oasis, a bit of a hole in the middle of that flour. Because that's where we're going to pour our eggs, and eventually we'll be pouring our milk in.
Okay.
So we've got 3 nice sized large eggs. If you've got extra large, that's fine too, because if you have a larger egg, or if you were using 4 eggs, we just could reduce the milk a little bit, so no problem.
Yeah.
Crack those eggs into a bowl. 1, 2, 3. Now, I just want to mention something here that a lot of people may well know and some may not, but it's worth mentioning. If you get shell into your eggs, use the shell to take that bit of shell out, because the little piece of shell inside in with your eggs sticks to the inside of that shell, and it's much easier to get out than using a spoon or anything else.
Right, okay. Good tip.
Give those eggs a nice beat. According to my wife, I have a funny face when I'm doing this sort of thing, like I'm concentrating too much.
Right.
Mixing eggs and sex, apparently, I have this weird expression. Right. Once you've done that, add a splash of milk to the egg mixture.
So when you say splash, how much do you want by that?
Oh, I just go and plops them in. It's just tip a little bit in. It's sorry, Mark. Before you do that, let's measure our milk, and we want approximately 225 grams or mils. Just very roughly. It doesn't matter too much. And then that splash of milk will be taken from there.
Okay, your thing's gone mad, Nick.
It has indeed, and there's no reason for that at all. It just decided that it didn't want to look at me anymore.
So a splash of milk
obviously.
In. So I'll put the splash of milk
in with the eggs.
Yeah.
Give it a little mix. And then we're going to make our batter. Now, before we do the batter, we're going to put our tin with our oil into the oven.
So I won't put the bun cases in this time.
Okay. We need it to be in there for 5 minutes.
All right. And that's how I've always made Yorkshire puddings. But the amount of people who forget to heat the oil up, it's gas, isn't it? They just put it on top of it cold, which is not the way to go.
It doesn't work, I'm afraid. If you don't heat that oil up, you really don't have that starter to get it puffing up nicely.
Yeah.
We're going to pour a little bit of egg into the middle of our flour and then give that a stir around. Just mix in the flour with it. And as that mixes, you add a bit more egg. And then that's how you're going to mix together the batter.
Right, I've already got mine mixed.
Oh, you've done yours?
Well, see, you're a typical dyslexic chef. You didn't tell me to put them in 2 separate bowls.
Oh, well, let me tell you something. It won't matter. It'll be absolutely fine.
So folks, if you haven't got 100 bowls at home, you can use 1. If you have 2, you can be like Super Nick and use 2.
Then have you added the milk?
No, have we added all the milk now?
So the milk goes in just small amounts. Don't bung it all in.
Okay.
Because the secret of a nice batter is just to have it going in regularly, but not all at the same time. It won't have mattered with the egg, but with the milk, it's nice to have that. And a lovely little treat. Here I've got some already prepared.
See, folks, the reason he does that is he wants to make sure it looks good. So will mine come out and I'll win the Michelin star and he won't? He'd be upset. He will be upset.
Honestly, I'm going to jump off the balcony if that happens. Now, that's
Now.
looking good.
So how watery is yours?
How watery?
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe mine as watery, but have a little look. It's sort of
Yours is the same as mine.
pancakey, buttery type.
Yeah, same as mine.
Yeah, and let's go for putting your mixture now, Mark, into a jug.
You want to put mine into a jug? Okay, hold on.
You can go back in the jug you used. I think you had milk in it.
Oh yeah, okay, hold on.
Right, we're getting ready now. We've got some mixture in our jugs, and we're going to have to put on some either get a. Well, I've got to tell you, use these. They're far safer.
Use what?
Glove mittens.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now you did say 100 grams of flour, didn't you?
Pardon?
You did say 100 grams of flour.
100 grams. That's all.
Yeah. Right. So you want to you want to get the tray out.
What we're going to do now is take out the tin, but remember we need to be reasonably swift. So we take and we've also got to get our sausages out. So
yeah.
tin and sausages.
Right. So we're out here.
Well, you can almost smell the heat.
You can, yeah. I can feel it.
What I'd like you to do now is put about a centimetre into each area on that tin. So straight in, centimetre. It will sizzle. If it's not sizzling, we've got a problem. It goes into each. Just a centimetre. And when you've done each one,
Yeah.
take a sausage and place it in the middle of each. As quickly as you can. Bloody phone. Bollocks.
What? Are you gone?
I'm here.
Okay, I can't see it.
Yeah, here I am.
Oh, you're back.
The interesting phone connection went.
No problem. So do I pour the rest of the stuff on top of it now?
No. Don't pour the rest on top. It goes straight into the oven.
How about the rest I have left?
You can always use it for something else, Mark.
Oh, right, okay.
Straight into the oven.
Here we go.
Now, normally I set a timer for 20 to 25 minutes.
Right, you set the timer there.
Well, guys, I'm using a automatic telephone type follower for my camera over here. It seems to have its own mind. I know Mark's using one too. After this, I might throw it out the window, but we'll.
I told you the last time I used this, I was over there and it was over there looking at the birds in the trees.
That's where.
Like it's and you can do hand signals. Now maybe when we're doing hand, oh, see there it goes. There, I didn't move. Maybe when you do hand signals, you're supposed to be able to do this and that and tell it what to do.
It's got its own mind, hasn't it? Now I'm just going to put this on for. Okay, so I like to use timers all the time.
Yes.
Sounds odd. But basically, it's important to use timers, otherwise we can get on with something and just completely forget we've got them in the oven. And what should be happening in the oven
And sometimes you only find out when the blue lights and the fire brigade's outside trying to break your tin out.
Yeah. In about 5 to 10 minutes time, they should be puffing right up.
Right. Hopefully.
So
Right.
let's
What's next?
go. While we're waiting for that to happen, we're going to go on to our passion fruits. For those that don't know what a passion fruit is, it's not that.
Is that not passion fruit?
Love it. That's a pomegranate.
Okay, can I use the pomegranate?
No. Well, guys, it just shows that we're live, and I love a pomegranate. So we're not going to waste it.
I said to your man, I had 2 passion fruits, and he gave me this.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, the pomegranate is exceptionally good for you. You can use those pomegranate seeds to go over a salad. And they're fantastic. Or in your breakfast in the morning, just put them on. They're a superb source of vitamin C. What I'm looking for is this tiny little fellow here.
Right.
A passion fruit. And I can see where he made the mistake, because they're called passion fruits because they got loads of seeds in, just like a pomegranate. But if I hollowed out that pomegranate and then took all the seeds out, we'd have one hell of a starter. This isn't even a starter. It's kind of like in between courses. And I took this from my book and made this up because it's simple. You don't have to cook. It's the easiest thing, but it's quite tasty. So next time you're out, Mark, have a look at that.
I have me gin.
If I was you, I'd have a strong gin while you're watching me.
Elderflower,
guys. Fantastic. So Mark's got 2 things there. One, the alcoholic gin. You can use rum or really whatever you want, vodka. Or you can use elderflower for children, or any cordial or flavour that you think they'd like that isn't alcoholic.
If you're in Ireland, you can use a pomegranate.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we're using this today, with my crazy phone attachment, passion fruit. And the reason we're using that is we're going to use the shell to serve with. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut it in half. And you've got to be really careful with your knife when you're cutting this. Straight in half. Have a look inside there.
Yeah, much nicer than mine. Look at mine.
Well, the beauty about this, Mark, is
now hold on a second. I could get a decent amount of rum in there, or gin.
The problem is that it's with a pomegranate. You could get gin in there, but what I'd do if I was you, you'd end up underneath the table. But it's not such a bad place to be. The pomegranate is a totally different beast. Look at this. I can just get out my passion fruit nice and easily.
Brilliant.
Straight into my jug. And what I'm also going to do is there's a membrane. I can hear the postman.
Ask him, does he want a gin pomegranate?
Gin and pomegranate. You know, it's you could drop those seeds into gin quite easily.
You could actually.
Inside here, guys, there's a membrane.
Yeah.
And you just take it out. It is edible, but I don't like to include it in the mix that I just made. So in the pomegranate juice and the pip. So you take it out.
So typically on Christmas Day, when would you serve this?
I would serve it between courses. So let's say you had a prawn cocktail.
Yeah. And we did that last week.
Prawn cocktail. You're going to have one of these. That membrane. It's called membrane. It's not particularly flattering, but it's actually quite nice, and you can eat it. I like it. Some people don't. I've got this little.
Oh yeah, very nice
ceramic.
And everyone has one of those in their kitchen.
Well, let me tell you, if you haven't, get a large plate, then put, for example, orange split lentils over it, or anything really. Rice can be fine, any sort of dried bean, and then you can get these shells and you can sit them on top.
Very nice.
And
Very
then you
good.
can pass that around. So you don't have to have something quite like that. Now, I'm using gin as well. My wife kindly donated the gin.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have the gin, so I'm fine there.
You're all right with that. And I poured it into a glass and in it goes.
It's interesting. Your camera followed the gin and not you.
Good. At least it's doing something right. Maybe I've got a sort of camera that likes
Bit of alcohol in
alcohol.
the morning.
I've mixed it up. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your shells and you're going to fill them and then pop them back into either on top of the mold that you had, so the little dish, or on top of the lentils
Oh, very nice.
that are on a plate and looking good.
And would you put them in the fridge now?
Pardon?
Will you leave them in the fridge to go cool and then bring them out?
Yes, you can leave them in the fridge at Christmas for as long as you like. They won't go off. They'll be absolutely fine. I like to get a pretty little flower. If you've got any violas, they're great.
Oh, I'm going to taste this.
And you just plop a nice flower.
This is actually nice.
What is it you just tasted?
Pomegranate. Very nice.
So guys, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try and go up.
Oh, you got it. Hold on. Yeah. Are you back? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, very nice. Okay, right.
Now, when you're using a viola, make sure it's edible.
Yeah.
You can get edible violas, or you can just decorate it with something floating in the middle that you particularly like. For example, if you're making it with martini, you might want to put an olive inside.
Very good. Very good.
So the shells like that. Oh, quite strong that, Mark.
Very good. Well, I wouldn't know.
No, but it's quite delicious. So guys, that is the simplest thing you can do. But it gives you a little palate cleanser for the next course.
It's something you can do a day or two beforehand, and it's nice between after the starter, or even after the main course before dessert, just to get you ready for dessert. And it's something special that actually looks really nice, doesn't it? It looks really nice. It tastes really well.
It looks nice. It's easy to do. You can prepare it, well, a day before, just add your decoration before you serve. And it actually is something that breaks the meal up, but it's something to look forward to. People find it quite exciting to have a palate cleanser in between courses.
Yes, absolutely.
Mise en bouche in French. Something special for your mouth, I believe. Right, let's just have a little look in the oven, see how these are getting on. I've got 17 minutes to go.
Oh, mine are gone all puffy.
Oh, are yours growing up?
Yeah.
Result, so are mine. We can breathe a great sigh of relief, Mark.
What? It makes up for the pomegranate. The good thing is, like the most important thing it means now I'm going to have a gin and tonic tonight because I didn't use the gin. And you cannot take a bottle.
And you're going to drop your pomegranate seeds into it. Now, I've got a story about pomegranates.
Yeah.
My grandma years ago would get the pomegranate in, and she was quite elderly then. I was a youngster, and she'd open up the pomegranate and spend hours, well, probably half an hour, a long time, picking out the seeds of a pomegranate. And I've seen people do all sorts of things. They cut it, they bash it on the back, but at the end of the day, you don't want that yellow pith. It's very sour, the yellow bits.
Yeah.
So you just want the seeds on their own.
Well, I'll give you another good one. My dad used to work deep sea many years ago. He used to work deep sea. And he lived with his grandmother. His grandmother brought him up.
As a fisherman?
No, he's a sailor. He's a merchant seaman. So his grandmother brought him up in anyone that knows Dublin, in the flats in Townsend Street. And he was always talking about spaghetti bolognese. He loved it. He tasted it abroad. And one day she said, I'm going to make that for Joe when he comes home. So she made it for him. And as he's eating away, he keeps taking out these pieces of paper. And he said, bits of paper. She said, well, I couldn't understand how you people like confetti bolognese. She had confetti in it with the bolognese because she never heard of spaghetti. True story.
This is how great inventions, Mark, happen in with food. I also have a lovely Christmas story, and again, this time it involves my mother.
Yeah.
She decided to make her own Christmas puddings one year, and Mum always did things not in small doses, but big handfuls of generosity.
Yes.
And she was in, I think, Marks and Spencer's, and she noticed that they had these trinkets that you could put inside your Christmas pudding. You know, sometimes you have a sixpence.
Oh, yeah, we did that for Halloween for the Barney Brack.
Ah.
Yeah, so we did that for Halloween.
Yeah. So, and then I think in this country, it's kind of traditional to pop something in it. But Mum decided to buy 6 bags of trinkets. They were all metal and stick them in. No one tasted the Christmas pudding, and everyone was getting these sort of like problems with these funny little trinkets. Every mouthful had, oh my God. So it was quite amusing.
Very good. Yeah, like it's amazing what people do to make things better, and then they go, whoa.
Yeah.
All the way. And it's like my dad always used to say it was a good few years before he realized chocolates didn't come with teeth marks in it. Because again, his granny used to make sure it wasn't a toffee, stick her teeth into it and put it back in the box. So
my last story is talking of, I'm just going on from your story. I was with a friend years ago. We went round to see a girlfriend of ours, and we were in her flat, and she'd offered us a cup of tea and some biscuits. We're about 17 years old, and I took this biscuit out and I put it straight in my mouth. I mean, I'm one of these guys that doesn't nibble around the edges. The whole thing goes in one. And I'm chewing it and going, ugh, it's soft and it's wet. And I'd just taken it from the biscuit tin, and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what have I got here? Anyway, so I ate it, as you do. I didn't spit it out. On the way back in the car, I said to my friend, ugh, those biscuits were dreadful. I took one out and it was wet and soggy. He goes, yeah, I know, I'll put it back. He'd taken it out and put it back in the tin. I'm just going to see how long we've got left and how these...
Yeah, what have we got left?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Mine are looking very interesting.
I think mine are nearly done. The brown on top.
No, keep them going because we must have...
how much time is left?
We've got about 7 minutes to go, Mark.
Right, okay, 7 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll let people, anyone who wants to go for a cup of coffee or something while we're doing it, we're going to pause for 1 second. We're going to pause for 1 second. Hold on, folks. This is trying to use Zoom on a phone is the worst thing since sliced bread. Hold on. Right, folks, we're back. We're taking them out of the oven now.
It's a very exciting time.
Yeah, you look like
Let's do it, Mark. Let's see what we've got.
You look like you're going in for a fight with them gloves.
Yeah, I am.
Wow. Look at this. It's interesting. Look at them, Nick.
Let me have a look at those.
Now, these ones here are in the baking cases. And these ones here are in the hot oil.
Can you hold it right up? Wow. Wow. And mine aren't too bad. They look interesting. They're very good texture, which is very important. I think that Yorkshire pudding shouldn't be dry. The amount of times I go out and I'm having a Yorkshire pudding and it's like powder. It's so dry that really they've missed the point. They've got to have a bit of texture.
You do. So there's one there. Can you see that?
It's a beauty.
Now I'm going to lower this down so people can see it probably a bit better if they can. Hold on a second now. I'm going to switch this bit off here so that my machine doesn't keep following me all to the wrong places. Right, folks, so can you see? There's one of them, folks. Turned out really that's right. And here's the ones in the casings.
Let's have a look at that.
Now,
And it worked just as well.
yeah, it worked just as well. So I'm just gonna. So I'm gonna taste this, Nick.
I would if I was you, yeah. I bet it's fantastic.
Oh wow. Wow.
Good.
You know, a bit of brown sauce now. Yuck. Be fantastic.
I'm just taking some of mine out now so I can at least.
So are yours a bit soft in the middle? Or are they hard?
No, they're not hard. I don't like them hard.
Whoa.
I think that if they're hard, they kind of like miss the brief in a way. They've got to be not quite pancake-like. Yeah, I suppose that's a good description.
Yeah. They're fantastic. And would you serve these on Christmas Day as well, Nick?
Oh gosh, yes. Christmas Day for sure, because it's just a little bit more special, a little bit different.
And what makes a rise? Like some people want to put baking powder in.
It's the eggs, Mark.
What?
The eggs.
The eggs. So the 3 eggs is what gives it the puff.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing there with yours now?
What I'm doing is just taking them out so I can show you roughly what we've got here.
And just to say to you folks, we are going to be posting more videos. And on the end of each video, you'll see a link to Nick's books and to my books. And oh God, they look fantastic.
I'm also going to try one, and I'm just deciding which one. I think I'll go for this. I've squashed it together.
That looks nice.
Wow.
Very nice. And the other thing to say to you folks, we also have a new, my machine's going mad here. We also have a new Instagram. And it's the number 2 ball Dyslexics. So if you go over there and join us, because we're going to have a lot of exclusive stuff coming up on that Instagram for Christmas. We'll have more tips and more stuff and exclusive tips for making sure your Christmas Day dinner just goes fantastic.
I'll tell you what,
that's important.
With a bit of gravy all over the top of it, it's like the best sausage roll you ever had.
Or brown sauce. I'm telling you, brown sauce with that.
Have you got brown sauce?
I do.
Try it now, Mark.
I'll try it. Hold on. Where's my brown sauce gone? I have a small bit here of a well-known brand. Oh, I think I have none. I'll have to do this one. And of course, the reason we have brown sauce here is because ham and cabbage. There's nothing better than brown sauce with ham and cabbage.
You have it with cabbage?
No, not today. When I do have cabbage.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out, guys, I decided to make one without without a sausage in it. And it looks like a little seat. It looks like someone should be sitting here. Can you see that, Mark?
I can, yeah.
It looks like a toilet.
I'm telling you, if they stick a bit, is that because the oil wasn't hot enough?
No, that if the oil, they often stick round the side. So it's not because of the oil. Sometimes they'll stick round the side. But if you may well come up with something which I think is a great idea, and that is to put a liner inside, to put in what you did, Mark, with the little were they paper or plastic?
Paper, and you just peel it back, and they're there.
Right. Well, I'm doing that next time because clearly it works really well, and
Yes, it does.
it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So long as the oil inside those is fine.
No, I didn't put any oil in these this time, and next time I will. I'm going to put it on my finger and just spread it around. Just the oil.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can get non-stick as well, because what I've got are these. Okay, so they're made of rubber. They withstand quite a lot of heat, and you don't need
some of them. Yes.
A little bit of oil in there is absolutely fine.
Yeah, and again, just to show people, you don't have to have everything that's in your house to make these. You can use your tray. You can use the casings. You can use the rubber casings you have there. Like most of the stuff people have in the house, they have sausages. Give us a look.
I'm just trying to show that it's all through.
And you are right. I've gone out for Sunday dinner sometimes for carveries, and the Yorkshire puddings do be terrible. They're big, but they're just not great.
It happened to me the other day. It looked impressive. It was a great big Yorkshire right in the middle of a roast, and I cut into it, and it fell apart because it practically turned to dust.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I'll just put this back on.
I like them. I'm definitely going to be doing them.
Yeah. So, do we know what we're doing next week?
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone next week.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Right. So we'll we'll let you know, folks, what we're doing next week. So this episode is going to be up there. Don't forget, we're planning nearer to Christmas of doing a live. And so if anyone has any questions they would like to ask Nick or me, because Nick's going to be doing stuff about Christmas stuff and another stuff for turkey stuff and another stuff coming towards Christmas. But if you have anything that maybe has been a challenge in the past or hasn't worked out for you, or you're having issues with it, and you say, well, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here, and you want Dr. Nick to have a look at it, or Professor Mark, we'll have a look at it, and we'll tell you what we think you could do differently. If you do have any questions, we'll just give out one email address. Just email markbeggs@gmail.com. So it's markbeggs@gmail.com, and I'll forward it on to Nick. Or just put a question on our new Instagram, the number 2 bald dyslexics, and one of us will answer your question for you.
I think one of the things that we're going to have to do as one of our cooking tips and one of our cooking lessons is a very simple pastry.
Yes.
A very simple pastry, because a short crust pastry, when you get all your leftovers left over from Christmas, there's really nothing better than making a little pie with everything thrown into it.
Yeah, you're dead right.
It's even better than the actual Christmas Day meal, dare I say.
Yeah. Well, one part of Christmas Day I love, and a lot of people, and probably you're the same, is the afters. It's sitting down in front of TV with a glass of red wine and a turkey sandwich or a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
With cranberry sauce. There's nothing like it.
Fabulous. Me too. I love it.
Right, folks. That's the 2 bald dyslexics for this week. And thanks very much for everyone who so far has looked at our episode 1. And do make sure you do hit the follow button on the YouTube channel, so that you can see as we put more stuff up there every single week. And some weeks coming close to Christmas, we might even have 2 editions up there. And we might have two episodes.
I've got just one thing to say. Embrace your difference and be proud of it. We're all different.
Absolutely. And use your dyslexic power and just be bloody great. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Fantastic.
All right. I'm just going to hit. So thanks a lot, folks. Talk to you all very soon.
Take care.